Welcome to Pleasure Doing Business with You, a podcast showcasing young Black entrepreneurs who have paved their own ways to success. I'm your host, Megan Sayles, business writer at Afro News and Report for America Corps member. Today we are talking to Blakk Tatted, a New Orleans music artist and entrepreneur. In 2020, Blakk founded his own hookah line called Blakk Smoke. His products are tobacco and nicotine-free, and since he launched the company, he's made millions. Hello, Blakk. Thank you so much for joining me on the podcast today. How are you doing?
Hello, I'm great. How are you?
I'm well. I can't complain. Weekend's almost here. Thank goodness.
Yeah, but then I got my hookah pen ready, baby.
Exactly. So Blakk, before we get into some of the questions I have prepared for you today, can you just tell listeners a little bit about yourself?
Okay, so I go by the name of Blakk, but social media and everything, my name is Blakk Tatted, but it's Blakk with 2 Ks, B-L-A-K-K, not a C-K. A lot of people like, I'm looking for your Instagram, they would type C-K. So yeah, go by the name of Blakk Tatted. I'm a young entrepreneur, select artist from New Orleans, Louisiana. I'm known in New Orleans as the New Orleans Dip King, which how I became formally, as an artist, because it's this dip dance that I do, and I'm like the best at it. And I normally dip to our music and our culture. So instead of dipping to just music that we create, I created my own music. So I literally be Blakk dipping to Blakk Tatted. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I got started and built a huge platform and converted over to another thing and another passion of mine, which is hookah, which I love to do. So now I am CEO of a hookah company, Blakk Smoke, B-L-A-K-K Smoke. No nicotine, no tobacco, and things are like crazy, insane.
Well, I wanted to know, I mean, it seems like you have like obviously a lot going on between the hookah business. You mean you have a music career as well, and you're an artist. Like as a kid, did you kind of always expect this for yourself? Did you want to have like, a social media following? Did you want to be an entrepreneur?
So it's crazy because it's this likeliness always been such a natural thing for me, right? I was always the popular person in school. Like when I'm like, you ever heard of the saying, like, I didn't chose this life chose me?
Yeah.
It just didn't matter. I just always stood out, always been kind of like the class clown, always was the person I like to hang around and stuff like that. So when I came from school and I was very popular from that and reverted over to social media, like all that same popularity came over. So it just like Blakk. So it was just like a natural thing. Like a following always just followed me. So what I realized, like, okay, when I'm going places, people is really like excited to see me, screaming my name, asking to take pictures of me. And I'm just like, it's just little old me. But the older I got and the more time went on, I realized what you have is really something special. It's truly a gift. So I really started doing the thing that I think everybody should do. When you have a gift, you capitalize off it.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I was going to say, kind of you leverage that strength that you had as a kid, being somebody that's always, been entertaining in the class clown and things, and you leverage that to create a whole professional career for yourself. So that's awesome.
Thank you so very much.
Of course. Can you just kind of tell me like how you ended up going, viral on social media? Like what type of skits were you doing? Because that's what I kind of heard about your background, that's how you really increased your following.
That's crazy. I have never ever done a skit. So that's what I'm saying. I have always viral of literally just having my own personality. So if I see something, if I'm out at a restaurant or whatever, and it's something that, I probably think the same thing the average person thinks, but they don't press record. So I would just press record and I literally give my own opinion and just be my authentic self. And that's the thing that always moved people and always related to people with me, because I literally just was very relatable. I just say the things that people were thinking. And I just always share my personal experiences and my personal opinions and just put it on camera. Like I never ever sit out and be like, okay, I'm going to make a video tomorrow at 3 p.m. and I'm going to talk about this. Whenever I'm in the heat of the moment, I'm like, yo, so let me tell y'all why. What y'all about? And that's what they always like, what you feel about this? What you say about that? I always say, y'all don't ask me to make a video on something. If it's I feel and I have a strong opinion on it, y'all gonna see the video. If I didn't speak on it, it's just something I'm not interested in, because I don't plan Our content. Like I am my content. So when I feel it, that's that.
That's awesome. And I
Yeah.
wanted to know, like, what kind of came first in your journey, like your music career or Blakk Smoke?
Oh, it was actually the music career, but what's crazy is the music career pretty much birthed Blakk Smoke, which Blakk Smoke pretty much something that I would naturally think I would do first, right? Because what I love to do as my hobby was smoke hookah. Smoke hookah, drink wine all the time. So you would just think that would be the first thing for me. But again, that's before I realized the power that I had. So I would literally be there listening to music, drinking wine, smoking hookah, and the music became so popular, but I was smoking hookah the whole time. So I'm like, when I was really looking for my niche, the hookah was right in front of my face the whole time, and I just didn't realize. Like I would literally light up a hookah to think and decide what I wanted to do in life. Like, let me smoke my hookah, figure this out, and here it goes. It was right there.
Yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
Sorry. I'm so sorry. One second.
Oh no, you're fine.
I don't want my hair cool.
I'm so sorry about that.
Oh, you're totally fine. Don't worry about it.
Type of a parent having a toddler.
Yeah, exactly. No, I get it. And so as you said, you know, the hookah was kind of sitting right in front of you because you used it so much in your daily life. How did you kind of come up with, you know, the business model for Blakk Tatted? Because as we know, all the hookah products are, you know, no nicotine and things like that.
Yes. So the thing is, everybody will always ask me, like, you smoke hookah so much, what's so good about it? So I passionately explain it and tell them what's so good about it. People are literally coming to me like, I get on live, on Instagram Live, and show people how to put together their hookah, tell them where to go get a hookah from, and tell them where they were from. So it came to this thing where people would literally want to smoke hookah on live while I'm smoking it, and they want to be smoking the same exact flavor that I'm smoking. So I have to tell them a week ahead that I'm going to be on live with y'all next week, and we're going to be smoking our hookah. This week I'm smoking strawberry, green apple. This is the brand. This is just that. So after making so many people all this money, like the whole time, all I used to complain about is I used to say, I don't drink, I don't smoke. But the only thing I occasionally sip wine, but I smoke hookah. And I'm like, so many people, like even family members that I'll be like, you need to stop smoking them cigarettes. It's bad for you. They'll be like, but you probably smoking a pack of cigarettes. And I was realizing, I'm like, that's right, I do smoke hookah a lot, but since it's not a cigarette, you don't look at it as being harmful. So I don't want to smoke cigarettes. I don't like smoke cigarettes, and I don't like the effect of me enjoying to smoke my hookah is almost like I'm smoking cigarettes. So how could I still do what I love? Eliminate the option of me having to feel like I'm still smoking cigarette. And that's when I started. The no nicotine, no tobacco. Like I still want to be able to smoke hookah because I enjoy hookah, but I don't want to be smoking a cigarette. So how can I normally that I don't have to do that? And I thought it would be almost impossible, but here I am some years later, and I've done it.
Yeah, exactly. And how was like just like kind of the design process for what you wanted the vape pen to look like? And did it like take a long time? Did you have a few different ideas?
So the thing is, I came out with my own line of hookahs and my own line of shishas first to put in a hookah. The hookah was my very, very last thing. Like that's what I came up with. So yeah, so people always was buying my hookahs and everything sell out so fast, and they love my flavors and no nicotine, no tobacco. But then there was like, Blakk, we set up your hookah at home and we love it, but then when we go to the club, they don't have products. They only have the nicotine, no tobacco. And then the clubs was giving like my supporters a hard time. They would say, I'll go to a hookah lounge and I will pay for you guys hookah, but can I use my Blakk Smoke shisha? And they'd be like, no. Some clubs all around the world, people will take pictures, they'll put signs that say no Blakk Smoke allowed because Blakk Smoke is taking over. So I'm like, okay, I have something for y'all. Instead of y'all having to worry about making y'all hookahs at home and then still going to smoke the crap out in the streets, I'm going to create y'all something that's portable, the same flavors in there, the no tobacco fruit flavors, and y'all can have it in y'all disposable pen. So ain't nobody can stop you from having your disposable pen in your purse. Now what? So that's how that came up.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's crazy. Also, when did you when did you kind of come out with your first product under Blakk Smoke?
You say, when did I do it?
Yeah, like,
Officially during the pandemic.
oh, okay, during the pandemic.
Pandemic. Like that's why it's like a guilty conscience of mine. You know, everybody always talk about the hardships and the worst things of the pandemic, which we all can relate. It was terrible for everybody,
Mhm.
but for me, it was like a gift and a curse. It was like a
Yeah.
blessing in disguise in a way, and I be kind of feeling bad, but I was like, the pandemic wasn't all bad to me, you know?
Yeah. And I've talked with like a lot of entrepreneurs that started different ventures during the pandemic, and a lot of them said the same thing, that it was a blessing and a curse, because obviously we witnessed so many other people struggle, and everybody had their own personal struggles as well, but it also gave them the time to really put all their effort into their ideas and
Um,
start their businesses.
you have nothing but time. You don't
Hmm.
have to put nothing off and let this overshadow this because you have nothing else to do. You got those four walls, your blank, your brain, your pen and your paper. It
Yeah.
was, a no-go.
And so can you tell us about some of like the hookah flavors and things like that? What type of products you're offering on for listeners on Blakk Smoke?
Yeah, like I have everything you could think of that you need in a hookah. I have the hookahs, I have the hookah hoses, I have
Mhm.
the 100% coconut charcoal, uh, which are considered to be way more healthier. I'm sorry
Mhm.
about that.
Oh, that's
After 100% coconut charcoals, which are considered to be way much healthier. So it's about me promoting much a healthier smoke. I mean,
yeah.
when you think like smoking isn't healthy at all, but if we're gonna do it regardless, if we could do it the best way we possibly can,
Mhm.
that's my motto. So I have all my fruit shishas, no nicotine, no tobacco. They're literally
Mhm.
created from fruit.
Mhm.
Uh, I have hookah tips made out of candy. I have charcoal pots to cook the charcoal in. I mean, I have foil, anything you can think of. I even my hookahs light up LED lights. I
Yeah.
have my batteries to go with the hookah. It's called Black Power batteries.
Wow.
So I literally have everything, a whole collection. It's like a one-stop shop. You
So
don't have to
yeah,
go anywhere else to go get anything.
that's awesome. And can you also just tell listeners how they can shop for your products?
Yes, you can shop for my products at www.blakksmoke.com. Again, that's BLAKK, the word smoke.com. You can follow me on Instagram at Blakk Smoke, BLAKKSMOKE. I'm very active on there. I talk to my supporters every single day. Like we're like family. It's not like from business owner to consumer. I'm like, what else y'all want? They were like, you sold out of that? Give me some more. I
Mhm.
just got paid today. I'm like, I sold out, girl. I'm gonna restock it. You know?
Yeah.
So it's like a big family. It's all love, all positivity.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds like it's all positivity, and you really, you've provided something for people to enjoy, like that's healthy in a way, because if there were people there, I'm sure there are people that, use vapes and other things that have nicotine and tobacco, and they still get to have that social experience without the dangers of inhaling tobacco and using nicotine with your product.
Correct. Absolutely. Absolutely. And it's something that actually makes me feel very good because I feel like tobacco and nicotine is like a big thing in the Black community. Like
Yeah.
you hear about so many, like thousands dying
Mhm.
a year from smoking cigarettes. And I mean, you hear about people catching strokes, you hear heart attacks, you hear about
Mhm.
lung cancer, you hear about so many different things. So me, I feel like in my own way, my own right, I'm kind of being an advocate to saying
Yeah.
like, you have to do that. If you do have a habit and you want to support your habit, you could even do it this way without ending your life
Mhm.
and your time span on earth to just enjoy yourself for a moment, you know?
Exactly. And throughout your journey, it seems like there's been like a lot of like highs and obviously success. I just wanted to know, like, what have been some of maybe the challenges or the harder parts of running your business?
One of the hardest parts of running my business was actually me, like, which underestimate myself a lot.
Hmm.
Like starting off and saying like, which is true. Like even as of now, I'm 1 year into business, so I'm like, I'm a fairly new business. I'm a new business, so
Yeah.
ordering like a new business, but out the gate, the support was like I was a business from 10 years old. So my biggest challenge was like I have a bad reputation from selling out so much. I hate it. And at the beginning, it was so cool. Like I'm sold out in 7 minutes, but it's like you're hindering yourself from true growth and true success because you made a couple $100,000 in 7 minutes. If I had enough inventory to last all month, how many millions I could have made? You know what I'm saying? So I found myself always selling out in minutes and then have to wait 2 whole months to restock again because I process out and I just under order. I was so afraid, like I'm a new business. I can't just have all this stuff. Where I'm going to put it, where it's going to go.
Yeah.
They have showed and proved to me time and time again, you get it, we're going to get it from you, you know? So that was one of my biggest challenges with truly not accepting and believing what was clear to me, like, and literally like undervaluing myself, underestimating myself and not giving it my all.
Yeah. And, you know, I think a lot of entrepreneurs that are kind of just starting out deal with that imposter syndrome. And again, like underestimating yourself because you're not expecting when you put the product out on the market that it's going to become like famous overnight necessarily. And then when it does, it's like, what?
What? You'll be like pinching yourself. Like, is it real? You know, it's such a blessing. And like, I couldn't be more grateful. I couldn't be more satisfied. And if I, like I say all the time, if I would actually sit down and pray to God and have expectations of what I would wish for and hope for me and my business, the success of my company, even the things that I would have prayed for, this has exceeded it. So I feel like every day it doesn't get old to me. I'm wild. Every day I wake up like it's just really happening. Like it never becomes like second nature to me. Like, oh, I never sit back and be like, oh, well, I'm used to it. I sell out every time. Even if I do a drop, I'm like, wow.
Oh my God.
You know? So it's such an amazing feeling. It's something to truly look forward to.
Exactly. I think, it definitely, I'm sure it keeps you motivated because of just, you never get used to it. Every drop is different and things like that.
And it forces you to truly be in competition with yourself. It forces you on competition. Like, how can I outdo myself from yesterday, from last week, from last month? Like you know, you got to be focused and you can't think about what's around you because your tunnel vision is you competing with you every single day, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. What like pieces of advice would you offer to aspiring entrepreneurs or budding entrepreneurs right now?
I would say everybody, like the number one thing with entrepreneurs, aspiring entrepreneurs, is them feeling like I'm not ready yet. And to do it, I have to do this. I have to learn this. I got to get my ducks in a row. I have to save money. Like, you're never going to feel like you're prepared. You're never going to feel ready. Everything is never going to be like done and, oh, this is my point, ready. So you might as well just go for it. Just start. If you start, everything that's important, everything that's detrimental to you having success is going to eventually come. It's going to eventually happen. Some things you can't even prepare yourself for until you're in that moment. Because some things you're going to learn until you actually reach that level. So stop just thinking that you're not ready, you're not prepared, you got to do this in your life, do that in your life. Just start. Just start somewhere and then you can figure out everything else along the way. Because even when you are 3-year business, 5-year business, you're going to be learning things every single day. You know, so it's never going to be a point where you're going to be 100% rated. I know it all. Even if you don't have all the knowledge, it's still something out there you don't know. It's still somebody that knows something a little more than you. So just learn every day and just believe in yourself. Put your best foot forward and don't be afraid to fail, because with success comes failure. It's like L's and learn from them. You take an L and you use it as a lesson. Okay, I know not to do this next time, and I know to do this the next time. I have to avoid this obstacle. I have to go around this, and I gotta, in order to get a different outcome, I gotta take a different approach. But you would never know those things unless you're allowing yourself to experience them.
Yeah, I mean, I completely agree with, your piece of advice. I think that so much of entrepreneurship can be kind of trial and error and things that, like, you just can't project what could happen in the future. So you're never going to be, not, the stars aren't going to be, perfectly aligned for you. This is the moment to jump into, and I'm not going to have any issues with my business because I've prepped all this time.
Absolutely. I mean, it's Googleable. You can actually look
Yeah.
online, the old pictures of Amazon, Jeff sitting in a little office with a little desk with a cardboard box on the wall with Amazon on it.
Exactly. And look at him now.
But that's just continues believing in yourself and just hoping for the best and putting your best foot forward. And one day you will look up and realize, like, wow, I prayed for this, I strived for this, and it's actually here. But also it could be opposite. You could wake up one day and look around and say, dang, everything that I hoped for and prayed for, I never done and never experienced yet because I've always been scared to. So just you rather look back 5 years later and see where you could have gone, or look back 5 years later and still regretting that you never took that first step.
Yeah, absolutely. So Blakk, is there anything that you're looking forward to? Any ventures, anything that you want to add to Blakk Smoke, like any projects coming up?
Yes, what I'm really, really, really looking forward to is, like I say, I love my people. I love my supporters. I love energy. I love the good vibes. And like they always experience trying to go to all these other places and catch a vibe because Blakk Smoke is only online. So they go to these other places, try to catch a vibe and trying to bring Blakk Smoke in there, and they're looking for the no nicotine, no tobacco. So my ideal next thing is create an environment, a physical place to come out and enjoy Blakk Smoke. Blakk Smoke's own hookah lounge where you have the no nicotine and no tobacco, the good music, smoking what you like to smoke, and good foods, good energy. Like I would literally be there and greeting everybody and just be a part of it. Like I look forward to those things. I love meeting new people, sharing positive vibes, just love doing what I'm doing, smoking hookah, getting to know people. It would just be my ideal thing. I just can't wait to have a Blakk Smoke hookah lounge.
I will definitely say that I would come out to Blakk hookah lounge.
But I truly appreciate it.
Of course. Well, Blakk, I mean, thank you so much for joining me again. I also wanted to give you another opportunity to plug your social medias and your website just one more time for our listeners.
Oh, thank you. So you can follow me on Instagram as my hookah company at Blakk Smoke, BLAKK SMOKE. You can follow my personal page at Blakk Tatted, BLAKK _TATTED. And my website is blacksmoke.com, BLAKK smoke.com.
All right, perfect. Well, everybody go check out Blakk Smoke, go check out Blakk Tatted socials. Thank you again, Blakk. It was a pleasure doing business with you.
Thank you. I have to tell you, your spirit is just so calm and so sweet. I definitely enjoyed talking to you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.